Hey Facebook. We're just waiting for YouTube to catch up. Hey Kim. Thanks for hopping on, everybody. So we're going to be making this super cute Home Sweet Home door hanger kit from Hardworking Mom. I have so many friends whose kids play baseball, so I thought this would be perfect to do today. And then it's also raining outside, which no better day to craft than when it's raining, right? So let me just get this text message sent out to everybody and then we will get started. So when I think of baseball, I think of summer, which makes me think of red, white, and blue, and like just kind of patriotic in a sense. So what we're going to be doing is a lot of patriotic colors in this. So I'm going to focus on my color patterns being red, white, and blue. Of course, the stitching on the baseball will be red. I think what we'll do is white on the inside and then maybe a red out here on the outside. Kind of just gonna fly off the whim, and then this will be white. The plate for home base will be white. I'm gonna do this outline back here black, and then the Home Sweet Home I'm thinking red, white, blue. So I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do. So thanks for hopping in. Welcome, welcome. Again, my name's Kaycee, and let's dive in and get started. I'm gonna leave that right there. Hopefully that's not too bad in your guys' shot. For supplies today, I have my mat. I also have my little table with a sheet over it, just so I don't get it all gross and dirty. It is so gloomy outside. Let me see if I can have another light to help here. I don't know if that's going to help too much, but we can try it and see. I definitely need more lighting in my office. And the link for this kit was just shared with you guys. If you are have joined the text alerts, that kit was just sent out in a text message. Hey, welcome, welcome. Thanks, guys. Sorry, my Mevo decided it wanted to do that autopilot thing, and it just didn't stop. So, all right, I'm going to pull my letters off here. And I'm going to mute that so we don't have an echo. There we go. My finger. It's actually a super funny story. On Wednesday we had a one and I have either broke it or sprained it. So I'm just treating it as if it's broken, which sucks, but yes, it happens, right? So a horse injury happened over the week. It's actually starting to feel a lot better today than it was before. Hold on one second. Out! Out! Kennels, come on, right now. Kennels. Ah! Milo! Keenan! My son let the dog out. Hold on one second, guys. Can you get them in the kennels, please? Please?
Good.
Don't let them run over this way because I don't want them to knock the Mevo down.
Izzy!
Get it! Sorry, guys. It's so raining outside and the dogs decided to go run in the mud. So they're covered in mud, and then my son let them back inside the house. Oh, God, I love summer vacation. All right, so as I explained before on Facebook, I think I'm going to do like a red, white, and blue themed with the baseball theme. So I'm going to do this outside line here, black, which is also home plate, white, and
I'm missing a piece of me. I'm missing a piece.
And then for the baseball, there's a piece in my bed, or on your bed. The red here for the baseball, and then I believe we'll do white, or white in the inside, and then probably like a red on the outside possibly. So, and I kind of had it set, I kind of like the off hang. We've talked about this before when I've been live before. I kind of like how some of the stuff hangs off just a little bit so you can really tell it's a 3D. And then for Home Sweet Home, I'm thinking red, white, and blue. So let's dive in and get started. How was everybody's weekend? Did anybody do anything fun? Anybody do any camping? My daughter had 4-H over the weekend and she took first place. I'm so proud of her. Oh, I know, right? Sorry guys about the dogs. They're just all muddy and I don't want them to get mud everywhere until I can go rinse them off. Close them off. They just opened up the coolest thing. I don't know if anybody else's town has this. So it's like, you know, like how you have car washes, but this is like a doggy car wash. And so what you do is you drive up and then you take your dogs out and it's like self-serve, like doggy car wash. And it's super cool, and they just opened 2 of them in our town. And I thought about going and trying one. Now I could do the wipey method with this, which would be faster, so maybe we should do that. Because we will have little lines to paint with the baseball. So let's go ahead and do that. Tori's going to be live right after me today too, so make sure you guys come back and check out Tori today. I'm not sure which door hanger she's going to be doing, but I know she's going to be doing something. So she'll be live at 4. And we talked about the wipey method last time. If you were not on here, you can definitely go back and find our other video. We painted the Liberty door hanger and we did the wipey method there. I also went over how I mixed my colors together for that for the blue, because I just didn't like how hard that blue was with the apple barrel paint. So instead of going and buying a whole nother color blue, I just made my own and added a little black to it to make it darker. So I'm just taking the wipey and just feeding through this. Stay with the green. Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, she did really good. She did really good. I'm proud of her. And she put in a lot of work. Like we've been practicing and getting Mia ready for all of that, so it's been great. Mia is such a good little horse. For being a baby, oh my gosh. And yeah, and I didn't even hurt my finger on my own horse. That kills me. I'm like, it was somebody else's horse that I got hurt on. And it's always been somebody else's horse. And then Avery got kicked by somebody else's horse on that same night, Wednesday. She got kicked by another horse Wednesday night, and then I got my finger broken on Wednesday. I text Lori, like, Lori, I'm pretty sure I broke my finger, and she's like, go to the emergency room. And I was like, they're just gonna put it in a splint. Can I just like do it myself? Because there's no, they're just gonna do the same thing. It's doing a lot better today though. I probably don't need to be wearing this splint, but it definitely hurts if I nick it the right way or if I bend it a certain way. And so I just rather be safe than sorry. You should see me type though. Kills me that I'm not faster at typing. Congratulations on 4-H.
What did I do?
When you place. Home sweet home door hanger.
I wish I could help.
Alright. I love the wiping method. I'm so glad Lori showed me how to do that because it's my type of painting. Faster and you use way less paint.
Plus with your finger.
Plus with my finger makes it easier, huh? It's kind of hurting to use that finger though. I just don't like how light it is right here, so I'm just going to come back through really quick right here.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How long are we gonna go be at their house tomorrow? I don't know. Let's talk about it later. Okay.
Okay. There's that. Hey Nancy, welcome. All right. Now I told you guys I want to take black and outline this, so I'm just going to grab my brush. And, oh, shake that. This will just give it a little pop to it. Does anybody like any major league teams for baseball? Avery, Kaden, downstairs, please. So I'm just going through and pushing. It has the lines on it, so you can see that line right here, how it's already there for me. So I'm just going to keep it as a guide and keep running my brush through it. Small, easy strokes. I really like the door hangers. I actually have 2 of them now that I've kept for myself, and they've been I have gotten a lot of compliments on them. I really like them. I have the Liberty one hanging up right now. And this is just going to give it a little bit of an extra. I will have to grab the painter's tape to line up my letters. Yeah. And this white's still drying. It might not be dark enough as I'm looking at it here, so we might have to actually go back through and do another coat of the white. We went and saw Jurassic World, the newest one, in theaters yesterday for Caden's birthday. It was pretty good. Like, if you like the original Jurassic Park, It was really good because they brought back Alan Grant, and I really liked his character. And like obviously being a 90s baby, like the first Jurassic Park was like, oh my gosh, like there was a lot of action in that, for the first like ever dinosaur movie, and how crazy that all was with the raptors, and then just all of it. Like it was, I don't know, but it was such a good movie. And they had a lot of references to the first one, like a lot of the same, like some of the things that happened in the first one, like kind of happened again in the second one, or in this last one. So it was kind of like, it just hit home, you know what I mean, for us 90 babies, or us the original people that saw the first one. And like my kids saw the first one, but it's nothing like, they don't understand, some of it. Like they didn't understand how they made the dinosaurs. They don't understand any of that stuff, but it was super interesting. Super interesting. Oh, I do too. I love that the letters are not, because then you could rearrange it however you want. That's always so nice. So there's so many flexibilities with door hangers, and I don't know about you, where you guys all live, but out here, door hangers seem to be really popular now. Like it just seems to be the style that's happening, and they're affordable to, have like a DIY and stuff, and it's fun to like do your own. And then if you're a maker and you sell them, or if you want to make them and sell them, or sell them finished, Lori has the kits for you, so it's easy to get all that accomplished. And if there's a door hanger that you're interested in and you don't see it in the shop, make sure you let Lori know. You can email her at info@hardworkingmom.com. She's always open up for suggestions. So if there's a door hanger that you're interested in and you're like, oh, I don't know, or you don't see it on our website, doesn't mean that we can't do it. Just probably doesn't mean that we've created anything yet, or still working on designs. And they're trying to produce designs every single day, so they're doing really good at coming up with new stuff. So I sprained it from tying a horse up to a horse trailer on Wednesday. I am pretty sure I broke right here, and then it's jammed down here, and then this one's jammed from down here and really bruised. You can't see the bruising anymore, but thank goodness, but they were pretty ugly in the beginning. Lots of ice and rest, and then it just really hurts when I can finally bend it down a little bit, but if I try to make like a fist, it really, really hurts. So that's why I'm keeping it in a splint for a couple weeks, and we'll see how it does. The pain was unbelievable, let me just tell you that much. And I was trying so hard not to cry in front of my daughter, and I was like, oh my gosh, this hurts. Yeah, so Jurassic Park was really, really good. Oh, this would be a great gift for her, Terry. You could also, when you go to paint it, you could also do it in her favorite MLB colors too. So you don't have to do the red, white, and blue like I'm going to do. You could easily paint this in her favorite MLB colors. I really like the black edge. It makes it pop a little bit more. And then I probably will come back through with the white, because it just looks like a stain right now. It's definitely not dark enough for me. So we'll probably come back through with the white. And I might even actually take a sponge brush this time and do it that way instead, make it a little bit faster. paper stand. Oh well. Then I dropped an E. Okay. Let's grab just a little bit more black right here. And on the baseball one, it looks like they already drilled the holes for you on this, which is awesome too, because I was sitting there trying to look at that and then I realized that they already had the holes in there. Oh, thank you, Pat. Pat. Definitely no painter. I'm really not. I just on Monday nights because she's fantastic. All right, we're almost done. Let's close this last part up. Kaden, can you turn that down, please? Or go watch it upstairs, that'd be better.
Can I eat it on a tray?
Yeah, just a minute. Well, I can't help you right now. You're gonna have to wait till I'm either done or have Avery or Kelsey come help you, but that's too loud.
Avery!
Go downstairs and grab her, buddy. I like the black edging too, because it really, then you can totally tell that it's a diamond, you know, baseball diamond for home plate. All right, I'm just gonna come in with my sponge and just make this a little bit darker. Just a sponge brush, we're just gonna make this dark. I'm gonna get as close as I can. You could get super creative with this and add some like gray, so that way it kind of looks like the plate's dirty, like an actual home plate. Because you know they're only white for so long. I do not like this sponge brush. I got these from the dollar store, and you can totally tell a difference in them. They just soak up the paint too much, so I'm not a big fan of these brushes, but for purposes of time, I just wanted to kind of do this fairly quickly. Home Depot has actual really nice brushes that are like for house paint, but or you know, multi-outdoor indoor use, not necessarily acrylic paints. And I would totally go and spend the money and get one of those brushes there that they have for edges. And it's like something like this. If you need like a brush for like, you know, edging and stuff like that, I would totally, it'd be worth it to spend the extra money on a nice brush. If I do more of these door hangers, I probably will invest in that, because these sponge brushes are just not my favorite. That's so much better though. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some gray, just a little bit, and I'm using this Timeless Gray from Apple Barrel. I'm going to grab my wipey. I'm just going to add some gray to this. And I'm just going to push it along, follow the shape, come back through up, same thing, grab my white, and I'm just going to show you it. So it comes on gray like that, right? And then all I'm just going to do is keep pulling it and dragging it. There we go. So see how it made it kind of less perfect white and more of a, oops. Let me see now just a little bit, right there. Okay, so see how that made it less perfect white and more like detailed, like a little dirty, like how a home plate would really look. So that's why I did it like that. And all I did was basically take the gray and just outline around this part gray and then just come subtly in the middle with the gray. And I used very minimal gray. You don't need a lot. Okay? Let's go ahead and set this off to the side for right now. Let that dry a little bit more.
What? Don't do that. No, all I want is the look.
Alright. Alright, let's come in and let's work on the baseball.
You can cut your hand off. Hey, no. Why? Because you never would jump in a person.
Hey! Downstairs, please, unless you're helping him make toast.
I am.
Okay, well then be nice to him too, because I can hear everything you're saying.
Yeah,
Stop! I don't want to talk about it right now. Stop! Make the toast and go back downstairs, please. Summer break, y'all. Summer break. So funny. I was like, oh, I cannot wait to have them home for summer. I forgot how much they fight. You know what, for the sake of time, I am just gonna go right over these stripes because I can still see them pretty well because they're pretty edged in there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this heart with the white, and then I will come back through with the red on the strings. Shh. All right. Keep going here. See, even though I'm painting over those lines, I can still see them. So I'll be able to go back through and do the red strings. Having like a big brain for it. My husband plays baseball. How do I not know what this is called? Laces? The laces on a baseball? Hey, can you guys please turn off the TV? It's messing with the internet. Too bad, too sad. Turn it off, please. You guys can go watch it upstairs.
So we can eat our toast upstairs?
No. Alright. Okay, there's the white. Well, let me get my other brush. Let's see. I think I want to use this guy. Alright, and then I'm going to come in with my candy apple red. Let me zoom in for you guys here. Let's really zoom in on this part. And this with my 1/4. That's what the edge of this one looks like. So it's got a really nice defined point for me to follow through. Right in that line. That white is still wet, so. Avery. Just follow through each lace. I'm gonna wait for this white to dry a little more because this is just pushing the white paint. If you had a blow dryer, you could blow dry it. So let's let that sit for just a second and we'll come back to it. So I'm going to do one of these homes red. So let's go ahead with the home red now and we'll paint this home red. Hey! Quiet, please. Alright, so let's go ahead and come in with the red. Paint this H. Now if you had like your favorite baseball team, you could totally paint your home, sweet home, into the colors that you'd want. Or if you had a customer that had a preference on baseball teams, you could easily go in and just, you know, use the same color combos that their team uses. I am just going to stick with simple summer patriotic red, white, and blue colors for this. Okay, so there's our H. Let's come through and do our O. And painting the letters is easy peasy. You could also do this with a white too. I'm trying really hard not to get the edges because the edges are already black and I don't want to have to go through and paint the edges if I get the red on there. Because the way that Lori's machine does it, it actually does the edge. Yeah, so my blue end brushes came from Walmart, and they also sell the same brand on Amazon. Lori actually has them in her Amazon influencer shop. And there is a link in the description for that. If not, I can get you guys one too. I got mine from Walmart. I absolutely love these brushes. They are great for the price that they are, and they're just a better quality brush. I do take my cup with warm water and Dawn dish soap, and I mix that together. So my brushes, when I'm done, they are in soaking in water, and then I make sure I clean them out every single time, and then I dry them off every single time, and then I put them in face up so that way the bristles don't get ruined. So when I'm done, I put them in face up and make sure that they are taken care of. I have bought many different types of brushes before, so I have purchased like Crayola brushes. Those didn't do very well, and the Crayola brushes, they don't clean. Like here's one right here. This brush just doesn't clean right. I've washed it many times and it just does not. Everything just sits in it, and I'm always losing strands of the bristles out, and then they're just not very comfortable to hold either. I just save that one for like mixing paint, but these blue ones, super comfortable, and they have a nice little grip on the end. And I believe that actually Rachel uses the same brushes. And then Lori has the same brushes at the studio.
It's an order frisbee. Remember the baked potatoes? The baked potatoes. That's what.
So there's our home here. So there's our red. Our next one will be white. So the sweet is going to be the white. You're welcome. They drive me crazy, but I love them. And thank you, Pat. That's awesome. Or Patricia. Sorry, Patricia. It's actually super like fun to do like these things. I'm glad that Lori asked me to help do these 1 day a week for her. So, and normally the kids listen a lot better, but it's raining today. They've been cooped up inside all day, and Caden, you know, wants to go outside and play with all of his. He got a bunch of squirt guns for his birthday, so all they want to do is go outside. But it is pouring outside, so I should just let them go do it anyway, because then they'd be quiet. But I just don't want to deal with the muddy mess. Very sweet of you. Thank you. Make sure you guys head over to Hardworking Mom Studios Facebook page and give that a follow, because they're going to be running like contests soon over there. They're going to be doing giveaways, and you're going to want to make sure that you're over there so that way you guys can get the information on that. So make sure you guys head over to Hardworking Mom Studio and sign up to follow their Facebook page. And then they're also starting their email list too. And if you want to join that, make sure you guys hop on over there and join the email list for the studio. Be notified about classes and monthly schedules. Lori's been working really hard on that website. It looks gorgeous. She's been doing a lot to it. Oh, she's being so mean to him today. All right, let's go get it this way. You could probably take a wipey too to do these later. Should we try it out and see what happens? See if we can. Oh yeah, the grips on the. I used to use those when I would write. I'm right-handed, but I would always have a really hard time holding pencils. They would hurt my fingers. And this is before like mechanical pencils. Like they really we didn't have mechanical pencils in like elementary school. I think middle school we might have like been able to have those, or we just couldn't afford them, probably is what it was. Anyway, but I would use those grip things all the time. That's actually super smart too. You could probably throw, but I love these ones. They have the grips already on them, and it makes it easier to hold. They really are good brushes, and they're easy to clean, so maintenance is easy on them. It's just, they're very nice brushes. And they come with like all the brushes that you could need. Like you really wouldn't need to buy any more sets of brushes unless you have like a brush obsession or don't like to clean them. You could always take glitter too. We've talked about the glitter that you can add to your projects. I don't really like glitter very much. I like it, but I don't like it, right? So I'm not going to pull out glitter and do the letters today, and I don't want this to be too girly either, because I feel like baseball is more for like a boy sport, and so I don't want to throw some glitter on here. That way, if somebody wanted to use it, give this to like their husband for a gift or something along those lines, it's not super like girly, I guess I should say. More masculine. So there's the sweet. So I just did with the oh, like stick your letters on the tape? Yeah. I could have done that. I probably need my tape to actually lay out my letters, and I don't know what we did with it. Okay, and then remember how I told you guys this blue is just not blue enough for me for patriotic stuff? So I'm going to come in right here. I'm going to grab a little bit of black, and I'm going to mix it in with my blue and make it darker. It is just not blue enough for patriotic for me. Much better. Alright, since I already have all this paint on this brush, I might as well just totally using this brush. This is where Lori's little paint idea would come in handy, because then I wouldn't get my fingers all messy. Avery! I cannot stand the voice of this lady on this show that they watch. That solves that. Turn it off. I'm not even nothing. I just can't stand the voice of whoever that was talking, because I needed it turned off, and it was way too.
Mom?
It was too loud.
Okay.
Here. I'm going to try and get all this paint off my brush here. There we go. We can always come back through and do touch-ups. All right, so there's our letters. Woohoo! I think I did the Liberty one, unless you did the Liberty. I think oh, maybe they do have another one. I did the Liberty with the stars around it, with the it says Liberty in the center, and then the stars that go around it on the top. That's awesome, though. Finish up our baseball now. I'm going to move you guys down just a little bit, and let's go ahead and zoom in on this heart here. All right. If you had paint pens, this is where paint pens could come in handy if you didn't think your hand would be as steady. And we're gonna do the outside of the heart red too. Let's come over to this other side. Oh, you're okay. Hi, Lyra. How are we looking at our time? Oh, I gotta hurry up. Tori's gonna be live right after, shortly after me, but I don't want her waiting on me. So we'll hustle here. All right.
Fire.
I'm just grabbing a different brush to come in here and fill in these.
Do you think you can escape me?
Avery, shh.
You so sweet.
Hey, if you guys want play dates with Kara and Kate tomorrow, you guys better knock it off.
Okay.
Go downstairs and play, please. I'm almost done.
I'm done. Go watch me a movie.
All right.
Upstairs.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So now that I have this, I'm pretty sure it's laces. I'm pretty sure that's what they call them, laces. The laces of the baseball. Okay, now that we have those completed, yes, paint pens would be so much better right there, to be completely honest with you. But I just don't have any of those right now. Maybe I'll order some. I need black, red, white, and yeah. gonna move to, Catherine? Are you gonna move where your daughter's at? I thought you told me you were moving before when I talked to you last. For some reason, I totally thought you guys were living in a trailer, like an RV trailer. I don't know why I thought that though. Oh, I love this kind of candy apple red. It's so pretty. And it covers so nicely. Is that where your daughter's at? Good luck buying right now. Oh man, ugh, so expensive. We're talking about putting our house on the market and going back home. Montana. Buy some land and probably like do it like the double wide trailer thing. We've been talking about it for a while though. Lori, if you're still on here, could you text Tori and tell her that I'm still live? Just so she doesn't try and go live at the same time. Because I don't know if that would work. I'm trying to hurry, I just don't want to mess up. And then we have a big old mess on our hands, huh? Switch it up just For real though. It is a seller's market. The house across the street from us is for sale again, and they sold it one open house. They literally listed it the night before the open house, and then they had the open house and they sold it, and it was a bidding war, so it actually went for, I think it's $10,000 over asking. I'm pretty sure it was $10,000 over asking. Thank you, Lori. She just texted me and I was like, oh, hold on, I'm still live. has to. Okay, now what I would do is I would actually go through this with black and outline it, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to. But I will post pictures of, so for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that right now. So that way Tori can hop on here because she's supposed to be going live right now. So, so normally what I would do is I would take, I would take black, so I take my really thin brush right here, this one. Where's the camera? Right there, okay. So it's this super thin one right here. It's actually a 1. I would take this brush here, and I would grab my black, and I would come through, and I would literally just outline this heart. And I would try and do it as smooth brush strokes as possible. That's probably way too much, but that's okay. All right. And I'm only going to where the laces are not, like, so if the laces open up, like how they open up on the sides here, I would not paint that. So I'm only going to follow through where that black line is to outline it. Is my internet being horrible? It went out this morning too, and I was worried about it. So how I outline the heart inside that, and then now what I would do too is go carefully through the laces too. But like how I told you guys, that's going to take up way too much time, so we'll just do that later. Alright, let's go ahead and kind of show you guys how I would place this. put that away, put that away. Let's move that up here for right now. Alright, and our letters should all be dry. Now you guys could place this however you really wanted to on your main hanger, right? That's like the coolest part about it, right? So the first thing I would do is figure out where I want this. And this is the top of the hanger because of where the holes are. So make sure to turn it the right way. So I kind of want that off to the side. And then I know we're going with our red, white, and blue. So, and then here if you had painter's tape, this is where your painter's tape would come in handy. Because then you could tape off where your letters are going to be. Or you could take a pencil and fit these in there. So I'm looking at home. Ooh, I don't know if I like the white letters. We might have to paint these something else. I might have to do black. Okay, and then I kind of like the idea of going down like this. And then I could also move this down a little bit, keeping my letters straight, of course. And I can move this down a little bit. You could put a bow up here in the top. I kind of like doing the home at an angle like this, but it all depends on how you want to do it. You could also go to the photo of the product and look at how like Lori had it. I just kind of like doing something a little bit different sometimes. And then if I went all the same, I could add a bow down here, which I have this ribbon here. And if you had some baseball ribbon, you could do a tiny little bow down here. So that could be cool there. So many different ways you could really do this, which is super fun. That's probably why I like door hangers so much. So much creativity could be done here. I could do that too. I could outline the letters more in black, some more black towards the bottom of the letters. I could do that. Lori had it set up for the listing, like this a little bit, probably a lot more straighter, but that's how they had it for the listing. So there's definitely different ways that you could totally do it. This looks cute too, for sure. So that's what I like about the letters being not glued on there, so that way you can have some freedom to like work around it. So yeah. And then Lori also sells the glue in her shop, but if you don't use that one, you can always go get Crazy Glue. I love this glue. This is the one I use. A lot goes a long ways. Alright guys, here you have it. I'm going to end here. I will post some photos and a video on Lori's Facebook page of what you guys and the over here.